Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you all here. I'm going to do a few things like close the door and clean the board whilst we wait for everybody else. Find a pen. That'd be another good thing, wouldn't it? Happy Friday. Last day of the week, of course. How are we doing? Let me go and find, morning, Sivan. We'll go find my phone so I can start reading all the comments you're writing. Right. Lovely to see everybody on. Got a few more people than yesterday. Let me find our videos, live lesson. There we are. Brilliant. Now I can see. Hello, good morning, Muska. Good morning, Omar. Morning, Alicina. Morning, Ayab. Morning, Fatumata. Morning, Isa. Morning, Bilal. Morning, Tamin. Hello. Morning, Sultan Sanjar. Morning, Rita. Morning again to Bilal. Who else is up here? Let's have a look. We've got Ridwan in. Good morning, Mahayman. Good morning. Good morning to Hussein. Good morning, Saeed. Suban. Good morning, Miss Cho. Is Miss Cho on here as well? Oh, there she is. Good morning, Miss Cho. Morning, Mohammed M. Good morning, Samuel. Good morning, Ishmael A. Good morning. Who else have we got down here? Morning, Anas again. Morning, Uwana. Inyat Kamal. Good morning. Inyat is one of my big heroes, is Noor Inyat Khan. She's a very famous individual. I wonder if anyone was watching the live stream and remembers anything about Noor Inyat Khan. Good morning, Anjuman. Morning, Naba. Morning, Anisa. Good morning, Abdul Saeed. Love to see you. Morning, Rania. Is that Rania 3J? Tanya. Good morning, Tamim. Hello, Ishmael A. Good morning, Mr. Jordan. Yeah, look, hopefully I'm Zayn. I'm going to have a lovely weekend. It's been a very long week, so I'm very excited. Yes, it is. Rania and also Anisa is on here. Two of the girls from 3J at 11 o'clock. If you girls want to come and join, we're doing a little chat. I think I've sent your family a text about it, but come and join us in for the 3J girls live chat at 11 a.m. That's after this. We're going to just go into Google Classroom and you'll be able to find it. So, how are we doing for time? A little bit longer. I'm just going to leave it so the numbers can tick up a little bit more, see who else comes in. I'm just going to grab, I've got some work there. Yeah, remember, if there's any lag, we worked out yesterday, the best thing to do is to refresh your page. So we worked out that by refreshing your page, it generally sorts out the problem. Some of you are starting to get a bit of lag. Not sure why that is, because the internet in the school is pretty good, but not to worry. Lowy, don't forget any lag. Best thing to do, just to restart your page, refresh it or something like that. That might help with any lag that it is showing. I did, and it's still lagging a lot. I'm not really sure why it's lagging so much. Mahayman, it's not working, is it? We're getting loads and loads of lag, are we now? Let's have a little look at the internet. Tell you what I will do. If you bear with me a minute, I'm just going to go and get Mr. Bradley, and I'll see if he can help me with any lag. Is it looking better now? Now it's good. Tell me how it's going, because I won't run away and get him otherwise. How's it going? Hey, Saren, don't forget to come and join in at 11 o'clock. It's still laggy. I tell you what, just hang with me, guys. I'm just going to quickly go and see if I can get Mr. Bradley to help with the lag. So just bear with me a second. You can just talk to each other for a minute. Well, I've gone and got Mr. Brad on the case. Morning, Miss Cho. So he's going to check the network, see if there's anything problem. Really sorry if it's a little bit laggy at the moment. I know for some people it's not laggy, for some people it is. Best thing just to do to start with is just refresh that screen. Anyway, a little out of breath, just ran around the whole school. Right, we have got ourselves our first announcement of the day. I'm very excited for it. So it is the one and only Mrs. Davis.
I always feel like I have to make a grand
party popper as well.
Yeah, streamers. Hello, good morning, Year 3. Nice to see you all again. I can see your chat's really busy. Lots of familiar names on there, I can see. Right, I'm going to start off with the readers of the week. So these are the children who are making lots and lots of progress. They're going on lots and reading books at a faster rate than we would normally expect. So 3C, we have Aminul. In 3D, we have Mohammed Arman. In 3J, we have Sultan. And in 3P, we have Khalid. So well done to you four. Now, the class of the week. So in reverse order, unfortunately, bottom of the pile, we have 3P with 90. I know Mr. John's very excited because he is not at the bottom. Yes, 93 points for 3P. So 3P need to do something there for poor Mrs. Patterson. 3J are in third position. So at least it's not bottom, sir. 100 points. Second place, we have 3C with 137 points. And then top of the pile, 3D, 148 points. Now, before I hand you back to Mr. Jordan, I just want to quickly explain a table that I've put on to every year group's year Oxford Reading Buddy page within their year group. So I've had a couple of teachers ask me, what do I say to this parent? Why is their child a red reader? So if you haven't already had a look, click on the Oxford Reading Buddy, what do you call it, sir? Symbol, link on your year 3 page, and you'll see a table, and there's lots of names in there. At the top of the column is the reader of the week, and then underneath we've got purple readers. And if you're a purple reader, that means you're also fabulous because you're reading books really quickly and doing the quizzes and doing really well on them. But under the purple readers, I've got a big group of children which are red readers. Now that means that the level that you're on, you've been on it a very, very, very long time, and you need to basically get a shift on. So the level that you're on, you should have passed it ages ago if you're a red reader. So you need to check, is your name on the red reader? If it is, you need to put some real time in and get reading those books. Now, if your name is not there at all, that's because you're doing fine. You're reading the books at the right rate and you're not worrying us at all. But if you're on the red, then we're losing sleep over you. So can you please do a bit more reading? Right, I'll hand you back to Mr. Jordan. Bye.
Wow, how exciting. 3D, number 1 class. Congratulations to 3D. That's what, 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row even? They are really smashing it out the park, completely beating 3C. How embarrassing. Right, okay. What was I going to do? Yeah, make sure you go on and check for all of the... Now, some people are saying your Oxford Reading Buddy doesn't work. You need to be very clear. What do you mean by that? The website is up and running. One thing to do is to refresh the page. If it doesn't work to start with, just refresh it and see if it'll work again. I have had some families who had to refresh it. Maybe, congratulations to 3D. Very good. I have had some families who have had to refresh it maybe 5 times before it works. If it is specifically a password issue, then you need to directly contact one of us. So get onto Google Classroom and say, look, my password's not working. Because I'm able to, as teachers, can reset passwords, okay? But if it is just that the website momentarily says there's an error, just refresh it, try it again. Yeah, well done to 3D once again. How exciting 3J, come on, you need to pull it out. So does 3P. We've been in the bottom 2 for quite a lot of weeks, right? We need to really get on top of this. Do you know what? I tell you what, we had a little look. I'm just going to have a little look whilst we're standing here at our class page readers, because I know I've been phoning up, and Miss Cho and Miss Patterson and Miss Duncan have been phoning us all and talking to people about who hasn't been reading. It's really important. If you have any issue, you must contact us on Google Classroom so we know that is you. Let's have a look here. Oxford Reading Buddy, Red Readers. Whoa. There is a huge list of red readers. My goodness. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Keeling. Lovely to see you here. We're just going over all of the Oxford Reading Buddy. There's a whole new list, a whole new system. If we look after this, if you do go on to the Oxford Reading Buddy tab on your Year 3 page, I'm having a look at it now. I don't know if I can't really share this with you, unfortunately, on here. There are a huge number of people who have not read. I mean, look, if I just go through my class very quickly, I've not had any reading from Amina, Amara, Anisa, Hamera, I know you're on here, Anisa, Ishmael A, Khadija, Ayan, no reading from you, Ayan, Yusuf M, no reading from you, you're on here, Hussein, Yusuf K, Muna, Muska, you're on here, Reba, Rania, you're on here, Saran, you're on here, Shamin, Tahira. Yeah, that's a lot of people who have not accessed our Oxford Reading Buddy. It's really, really important that you get on and do it. Okay, just do it. It's really good. The tests on there are good. They'll help you when it comes to doing things like SATs. They'll help you just generally. Okay, I've whittled on about that for long enough now, and we've heard Mr. Davies talk about it too. A little bit of work. Now, we're still, unusually, still getting in work from the very early pack. That's still happening. Well done for finishing off. Remember, this pack was meant to be done in the first 2 weeks, so that was a long time ago. And the rest of the work is now posted on the website daily. If you, we should have got, good morning, everyone. We should have got devices out to most people, I think, in Year 3 now. Mr. Keeling and I are going to be sitting down on Monday to work out, well, we're going to stop the money that we've been raising because we need to put an end point to it. And we're going to be purchasing all the products. Just so you know, you guys raised £5,629. So that is around 50 devices that we are going to be able to get out to households. Make sure if you do not have access to a device, obviously all of you do because you are using this, but you need to make sure you contact the school. What else have I got here? I've got from, is it Rayan? 4C? Oh, do you know what? This is from a different year group. I've printed out some work from a different year group. Let's get rid of that. I've got here, is it Schwabe has been doing a little bit of extra work. So this is work on top of the work in the on the class page. He's been doing some work on perimeter, and he's been looking at the perimeter of different shapes, although he's not used a ruler, but I can forgive him this one time. And not looking at what the perimeter is. We're going to remind ourselves a bit about perimeter and have a few little perimeter challenges today. And this is exactly the task that I set, and it's the first thing we're going to look at today after we've done news. Your mum's sister's teeth fell 2 times. My goodness. This is what Harris has been doing, and he was doing the task that I set yesterday, which was where we have 3 pictures. We're going to have a little go at this, and then we try and muddle the story around to make unusual, different stories out of it. So I'm going to put up a new set of pictures for you today, and you are going to have a little go at that, basically. Brilliant, fantastic work. It's lovely when you do extra work on top, but number one thing is don't stress your whole day. Remember, you are only required to do 4 hours of work, okay? You shouldn't be doing more than 4 hours, especially only if you have other family members who need your devices. So yes, Year 3, do your 4 hours, but look, if you've got another brother or sister in Year 4 or Year 2 or wherever they are, they need to do their work as well, okay? It's important that you have a cutoff point too, okay? So do the work. If you've got the time, do any extra work. If you've not, make sure that you are cutting off the work so that other people in the family can work. We will start to try and make sure that every family's got enough access, especially if there's lots of children in the family. Now, obviously, our numbers are going to be a little bit down this week because people probably don't think we're doing live lessons after that 24-hour thing. But because of so much demand from so many parents emailing me and texting and saying, where are these live lessons? We're back on, we're ready, we're rolling. And what are we going to do? First thing, news. Yes. Here you go. Here's a bit of boring news for you. You love a bit of boring news, don't you, kids? Yeah. Household electricity prices. You know, Mr. Keeling, he was talking about money on our live stream and how money is spent. Well, one of the biggest things we have to spend money on are bills. When you get older, you're going to have to do these boring things like think about how much money you're going to spend on your gas, on your electricity, on your broadband. Well, the prices during lockdown, I can't believe this, have been going up and up. The cheeky energy companies have been charging your families more money. Okay, on average, people's household bills have increased significantly during lockdown. So why am I saying this to you? Because you don't pay the bills. Well, remind your parents that you can change providers at any point. Go online, compare your energy prices. It's one thing a lot of families forget to do is to check if they can find a cheaper deal somewhere else. There are lots of new providers that offer really good, cheap deals. Hey, here's another thing. There are lots of new energy providers who offer completely green electricity. So your household will get energy that does not make any pollution. For example, in my house, we have an energy provider, I think they're called Bulb, and we only get environmentally friendly energy. So something from wind power, from solar power, from geothermal power, dam power, yeah? Something that doesn't produce carbon dioxide. So do talk to your parents about this so you can get nice green energy and cheap green energy. Yeah, go and check. Let's have a look. What else? Ooh, Bourneville. Who knows anything about Bourneville? Bourneville. Who can tell me something about Bourneville? I'm having a little look at the chat. What are we saying here? Noah, no, it's not 24-hour lesson. We did that on. Not going to do that again. Bourneville, they are very greedy. No, don't think that's what I know about Bourneville. You must have heard of Bourneville. What do we know about Bourneville? Then what are they called? What, Tahira? Tahira, you're going to join us, I hope, at 11. Also, you haven't been doing your Oxford reading, buddy. Just to call you out on that. Why would we do that? We're so tired. Good morning. Cadbury. Yes, good. Chocolate. Very good, Miss Cho. You know what's going on in Bourneville. Yes. If you can't hear Alicina, you might need to refresh the page. Bourneville, very famous for chocolate. Well, Bourneville is now going to be producing even more chocolate. 125 million extra chocolate bars a year are going to be produced here in Birmingham, here in Bourneville. So that's quite exciting, isn't it? If you're into producing chocolate and things like that, you could get a job at Cadbury's where they produce huge amounts of chocolate. They're now bringing back all that chocolate production away from Europe, back to Britain, sell it around the world. Imagine if you were like inventing new chocolate bars and things like that. How cool would that be? Well, you're living in Birmingham, local news. Bourneville is really expanding, going to produce loads more chocolate. So that would be a really exciting job, wouldn't it? Yeah, if I'm glitchy, what you need to do is refresh your page. Mr. Bradley's looking at the servers to see if there's anything we can do this end. Last bit of news. Yeah, scientists. Well, you know there's 3 missions to Mars currently going on. America, China. Interestingly, the United Arab Emirates have also sent up a satellite to Mars. Britain has sent up satellites in the past. We're not doing one right at the moment. Why do you think Mars might be such an interesting place? Why do you think? Yeah, I will help anybody if they talk to me and send me a message on Google Classrooms. I think the class that needs a lot of help also 3C, not winning again. What I was going to say is, why do we think Mars is such an interesting place? Why is Mars such an interesting place then, huh? Anybody know? What's your chat? Come on, tell me. Why is Mars? I bet if you were listening to the Mr. Keeling and I's 24-hour live stream, Mr. Keeling did a whole hour talking about space. It's super hot. Abdi Saeed says, some of it is super hot, some of it is super freezing. Depends where you are. It might have, yeah, rocks may have had Dawood Ali, yeah, and lots of you are now saying it may have had life before. This is the interesting thing. Scientists are now starting to believe that Mars, a long time ago, and we're talking a long time, millions and millions of years ago, may have been covered in water. They have found evidence, and maybe you could go and find out about this. They found evidence of rivers and valleys and streams and seas and oceans that used to be on Mars. So they can see, do you know what, I should have printed a picture out of this. I feel really bad about that. They can see where water has cut and carved the environment. Now, something must have happened on Mars where it lost its atmosphere, the water evaporated, and it no longer has water on the surface. Well, that's not quite true. Scientists have actually found that frozen in the ice, because Mars also, like Earth, has frozen poles, and they found that there is ice on Mars. So scientists are getting very excited. We're sending lots of missions over there to try and find out, was there life, or is there still life? Scientists now believe that life is not just possible on other planets, but actually probable. So there's a big difference between possible. Possible is something that could happen, yeah, but probable means it's more than likely that somewhere else at some point we're going to find life on other planets, which of course is very, very exciting. Okay, it might not be life like actual aliens going, yeah, it could just be like tiny little creatures like bacteria or something, but any kind of life that we found anywhere else would be very, very exciting. No, on Judgment Day the sun comes to Earth. No such thing as, not in science, not in the real world, although there is, of course, as all stars do expand as they die, there will be a point where the Earth is enveloped by the sun, but that's not for many, many millions of years, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, that's exactly right what Noah says. The sun will blow up and get bigger in 5 billion years, yeah? But hopefully by then we'll have worked a way to get off this planet and we'll be elsewhere. We're a very, very smart species. All right, I've been chatting for a very long time about the news, boring things like electricity prices. Tell your parents, compare your energy prices, they're going up. Now, what are we doing? Right. Literacy first, then we're going to do some maths, and then of course we have got the quiz of the week. I want more people to access it, okay? Last time I put the quiz of the week, I think only about 20 of you actually did it in the end, right? If there's 60 odd people on this live stream, all of you should go on there, do that quiz. It is on the year 3 page, okay? Year 3 page to do the quiz. English. Right, it's not really well, it is a skill. It's more of a game, actually, that we were going to play. Now, I'm going to play one round of it, and then I want some sentences from you, okay? I want some sentences from you. So a little bit less of all the random chatting to each other. I know it's exciting to talk to each other, but I want some questions from, some sentences from you, making a story. I'm going to make my first story up, and I'm going to do it 2 ways. This is the first way, okay? Early one morning, as the snow fell to the ground, the children created the most fantastic snowman they had ever seen. However, the next day the sun came out, it melted and went away. There you go. That is one simple one. How about this one? Then, yeah, slightly different one. I think we did this one last time, but I'm just going to say this one again. It could be late one cold night, from the wet ground arose a giant beastly snowman with eyes as black as coal. He threatened the whole community, so the children decided to destroy him and save the whole village. Right, there is my story. So this is what you are going to do. You are going to come up with a little mini story for me. Let me get my blue tag, and I'm going to give you the 3 pictures, okay? And I want you to think about mixing up the story, so you don't need to do it. If you go to heaven, you can wish for anything. That's not really class talk, is it? Yeah? Now I have a little look at some of the chat you're saying. I want you to focus on talking just about the work. So not talk about class talk. There'll be opportunities for us to chat these things at another time. Right now, focus on classroom talk, okay? So here are the pictures I'm going to provide you, and you are going to decide on a mini story for me, a mini story. If you're lagging, could you please refresh your page or close down YouTube and open it up again, and then it should work a lot better. Right, here's your mini story. Right, we've got something going on here. There seems to be bricks and windows, a guy with a hammer on the ground. Okay, here's my next picture. We've got a guy standing there with a hammer and a brick. And here is your next picture. Okay, there are your next things. Zaberyl, you go onto the class pages and click on Oxford Reading Buddy, but that is not a question for now. Any questions you ask at the end, I want you to focus on your work. So these are your 3 pictures. We have got a kind of bricks all over the floor here. We've got a guy holding a brick and a hammer, and we've got a home. And what I would like is 3 sentences. So you're going to make me 3 sentences, and I would like you to, well, basically turn it into a little story, making 3 sentences. You can put this in any order you want. Okay, so yes, that's fine, but can you do that in 3 sentences? So with the snowman, I came up with 3 clear sentences. I would like you to have a go at 3 sentences. Let's have a look. Builder. Yeah, there is a builder, but that's not a sentence. Why do you have to do your work, Amana? For so many reasons. What an unusual question for your development as a human. Ahil, can you stop posting random letters, please? I would like you to have a little go at writing me 3 sentences. Parts of the house, building the house, going in the house. Ayab, is that a story? What could the story be here? 3-sentence story. Hopefully you can see it if I stick it on the board, and then you can do your 3-sentence story. It can be in any order you want. Totally up to you. And I'm going to have a little look at what stories you come up with. 3 sentences. So the builder demolished the office. Okay. What? Come on, keep it going. How are we going to expand that into a 3-sentence story? So think about this. What you need, excuse me, you need a beginning, a middle, and an end to what you're writing about. You need a little beginning, a little middle, and a little end to what you're writing about. And that is what is going to form your story. Anas, just write something once, please. Right, what have we got? Let me read a few of these. The last brick of the house. Ah. Oh no, the house fell down. Ah, the last brick of the house. In fact, maybe it starts like this. There he is. Ah, the last brick of the house. He pops it in. Oh no, the whole house has fallen down. I'm going to have to build it again. Okay, I like that. That's my first little story using dialogue that time, but that's fine. I don't mind. Let's have a look. The man saw a house. It destroyed. He started to build it. He built it and felt proud of himself. Rizwan, if we turn those into actual sentences, then that is a really nice one. So we've got a man found a house. It became destroyed, or it destroyed in the wind, maybe. So he set out to rebuild it. I like that. Slightly different order to the story. Well done. What else have we got? Let me read a few more. Zaberyl. First, there was a building. First, there was a builder who decided to build a house with some bricks. Eventually, he finished building the house. Yeah, okay. Can we make it a bit more? I like that. It's fine. That's absolutely fine. Ahil. Looking at the house, building the house, living in the house. That a story, Ahil? The builder got parts of the house. Then he made the house. Then he gone into a house. Samuel. There was once a broken house. A builder came with a hammer. He fixed the broken house, and then he was done. Ah, good. Beginning, middle, and end. There was once a broken house. The builder came along with a hammer. He fixed the broken house. Absolutely fantastic, okay? Can we see we've got that clear beginning, middle, and end? If it is lagging, you don't need to post it. Just refresh your page. Are there any more? The builder got parts of a house, then he made the house, and he went into a room. All right, I tell you what. If I'm very laggy, then you just need to shut it down. And Mr. Bradley is going to be checking on the server at school, making sure that it all works. Rainbow, there was once a broken house, but it grew. the builder wanted to build. He is sad now. Ah, so the broken house created itself, and he was stood there with a brick. I wanted to build this, now I'm sad. Well done for mixing up the way that that story comes together. All right, I'll tell you what. Last one I want you to have a little try with then. Then I kind of want to see a few more of these homes because I think these are really good ways. Nice one, Sultan. Thank you for adding that. Do you think you could make a little story then out of these pictures here instead then? So we've got slightly different ones now. Can you have a look at these pictures? Can you make a slightly different story for me? Okay, thank you, Amana. Ishmael, there was a broken house. They called a builder. The builder was on holiday. Oh no, Ishmael. Sorry, thank you, Yusuf. Last year, the man wanted to sell, but he put it on fire. He collected some bricks. He took a bath, bed, TV, and the kitchen. All right, we've got a new story now. If I'm laggy, yeah, refresh your YouTube. It works. Yeah, for some of you it works. I don't know. I'm really sorry if there's a lag issue. I'll try and make sure that by next week, all this lag problems that people seem to be suffering from will be solved. You can't see the pictures. Do you know what? This one is not working very well. If a load of us are lagging and there's a load of problems, let's leave this for a second and let's go on to perimeter again. Okay? Who can quickly remind me before we start on the perimeter? We'll come back and we'll finish that English stuff later. It's quite tricky if it's all lagging. Perimeter, right? Who wants to remind me what is perimeter? Oh, very good, Zabarel. Thank you so much for popping some up. I know you can't see the pictures. That's why we're going to move on. We're going to do something else. Perimeter. What is perimeter? Who can remind me what perimeter is? Who can remind me? Amara, are you going to join at 11 o'clock, please? Hope to see you there. Who can remember what? Dawud Ali, thank you so much for that. It's really good. Who can remember what perimeter is? Ooh, there was once a virus. Nice one there, Isa. Around the shape Ayub has put, who can be a little bit more detailed than that? Who can be a little bit more clear as to what perimeter is around the shape? What else could we have? Taking off my coat. Okay. You don't know? That's okay, Jamila. Around the shape. We've got around the shape. Ahmed Saeed has said around the shape. The outside of a shape, the total length of a shape. These are interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a mixture, I guess. And now we've got to be very careful because area is not the word we're looking for, because area is something different. And next week, I'm going to start looking at area with you. Different. Yeah, Yusuf, if I could get 1,000 subs, I could start using this camera and that would be way better. I totally agree with you. You can't see the picture at all. The lag is too bad. Around the outside. Right. Perimeter is the length around the outside of a shape. Is Miss Choate still in here? Is she able to see it? You see, when I go on here and I have a look at the video, it looks okay on my phone. So I'm not sure why it's such a problem for everybody else. Let me have a look on here. I'm kind of able to see myself without it being too laggy. Look at that. See if I can see myself in myself. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Can I do that again? Boom. Okay. Get out of YouTube again. Turn it off. No laggy anymore. Good. Right. It is the area around the outside of a shape. I tell you what, if you can't see what I'm drawing, this is going to be really tricky. Here is my shape. Okay. The area is going from here, going all the way along here, then down here, then along here, and along here. You need to, not area, sorry, perimeter. You need to think of perimeter as though you are running all the way around a race course. It is the distance that you run to go all the way around. So look, from here to here, if that is 10 meters, I run 10 meters there. And then from here to here, is 6 meters. Well, I know that 10 and 10 will be 20. 6 and 6 will be 12. 20 and 12 is 32. Okay, it's 32. So the perimeter of this shape, because it's a rectangle, would be 32 meters. Okay, that would be what the perimeter of that shape is. Let's have a look at one then, a slightly different shape now, because I said I was going to make it a little bit trickier today. Now let's have a look. This shape here. You were all good at perimeter yesterday. That's why I'm introducing something a little bit different. Now, hopefully we can see this shape. Interesting. I wonder what type of shape it is. Does anybody know what type of shape this is? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So what, it looks like a shoe maybe, but it's not, it's a shape. If it has 6 sides, what type of shape must it be? Does anybody know? It does look a bit like a pneumacon. You're absolutely right. Well done for getting 32. That was the perimeter of the last one. Well done, Hamara. Well done, everybody. A hexagon, Harris says. Yeah, interesting. This is a hexagon, but it is an irregular hexagon. Okay? Because not all in angles and lengths are the same, but it is still hexagonal in a way. It's a 6-sided, but it's irregular. Okay? It's an irregular shape because it's not your standard type of shape. So let's see if we can work out the perimeter of this shape then. Okay, right. If this here is, let's say, I'm going to make it nice and easy for the first one. Tell you what, I'll do the first one, then I'm going to do a shape for you to try and work out. I'm going to say that this here is 10. This here is 6. This here is also 10. And this here is 5. Okay. Do I have all, why is it a hexagon? Well, it's an irregular one, irregular hexagon. It has 6 sides. However, they are rather irregular. There's not a standard one. This is hard, sure, but you've not even tried yet, and it's me who's going to be doing it. So my question is, if these are all centimeters, do I have enough information to work out the perimeter of all this shape? Well, let's see what I know so far. I know that this is 10 and this is 10. So that is 20 centimeters. That is 6 and that is 5. So I'm now at 31 centimeters. So if I take this, 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 and this, I've got 31 centimeters. But you know what? That is not my whole perimeter. Hang on. A lot of you putting down 31. I only do it once. It's not enough because look, what is the length of this and what is the length of this? So if this here is A and this here is B, I am missing the lengths for A and B. How am I going to work out what these lengths are? Well, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, and then you're going to have a go yourself. So I know that these are 31. So what length is this? A. Well, A must be 10, because that is 10. Take away 5. That must equal 5 centimeters, because if that is 10 and that is 5, 10 take away 5 is 5. So I'm going to add another 5. That gets me up to 36 centimeters. So what is the length of B? Let me think. Well, if this is 10 centimeters and that is 6 centimeters, that must be 4 centimeters. So the answer is 40 centimeters. It's going to be 40 centimeters to go all the way around the outside. Zubair, please only write it once. Same for you, Yusuf M. Write it once. Okay. So, interesting. Yeah, I can work out the perimeter of this shape even though I didn't give you all the sides. Let's try that again, but this time you are going to have a go. Right, let me draw another shape for you. And you are going to see if you can work out what the missing lengths are. Okay, so I'm going to have one side like this, and it's going to go in. Okay, we're going to have to work out the perimeter of this shape. I'm going to give you some distances. You need to try and work out the rest of them. So this one here is 7 centimeters. This here is 8 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters. And this is 3 centimeters. My goodness, you've got a lot of angles. If it's blurry and laggy, you've refreshed so many times and it's still laggy. Okay, I'm really sorry. We'll make sure then that the internet connection, hopefully for next week, will make sure that it is a little bit better, I guess is the word. Tell you what, if you're finding this a little bit hard because, do I only need 11 more subs? That's amazing. That is great news if that's true. Tell you what, I'll just answer this because if you're all blurry and it's hard to see, yeah, I'm really, really sorry. It's normally better than this, isn't it? I don't know if even if I move it closer, whether that's gonna make it any better. Does it make it any better? Or is it still too hard to see? Mr. Jordan, where's the quiz? Is that all you're waiting here? This is so hard. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me show you this one and we'll carry on with it next week. So if I know that this is 7 centimeters, well, this must also be 7 centimeters. So I'm going to cross these out. I've so far got 14 centimeters. Right. What else do I know? Oh, well, that's 8 centimeters. So I'm going to add that one on. 14 add 8 would be 22 centimeters. All right. What have I got left? I need to work out all these rest of lengths. So 3. Well, that must also be 3 then. So 3 and 3 centimeters is 6 centimeters. So I'm now at 28 centimeters. I've done that and that. I've now got this, and this left to add. Well, 2 and 2 is 4 centimeters. That gets me up to 32 centimeters. And now I've got to work out what this is. Well, if 2 and 2, that makes 4. From here to here must be 8, because that says 8. So 8 minus 4, this must be 4 centimeters. So add another 4 centimeters. It is 36 centimeters. 36 centimeters overall. All right, guys, I can see you all saying it's very laggy, it's very blurry, which means that it's very hard to see. Understood. Message got clear, loud and clear. Let's see if over the weekend we can get to 1,000 subscribers. That way I can use a different camera and the quality might be a little bit better. I'm also got Mr. Bradley checking the server to make sure there's no issue. Those of you who want writing, the task for your writing, well, first of all, you've got your Mrs. C videos for all of this week. It would be lovely to see the Mrs. C work that you've done. There's a slightly different task on the website today. If I go and click on it, I'll tell you exactly what that is. So if I'm going on to Year 3 class page, Year 3, I scroll down to writing. There we go, literacy. And today's task, what is it? Week beginning the 8th? No, that's next week. Week beginning the 1st. Friday. Today we're having a break from Mrs. C. We're going to practice some of the skills you will always be needing in your writing. Watch Mr. Keeling explaining how to use adverbs and complete the task under the video. So underneath the video of Mr. Keeling teaching adverbs, there is an activity for you to do with adverbs, okay? You can write them out onto your paper. For those of you who want to write something in a little bit more detail, I would love to see a bit more of this 3-picture idea, okay? Harris had a little go at the 3-picture idea, but the aim of it is you create 3 pictures, okay? So a bit like these 3 pictures, and then you tell 3 different stories. So you tell that story, then you tell that story, and then you can tell maybe this story, okay? So you can work out and tell 3 different stories by muddling them all together, okay? So that could be your writing little activity. To be honest, it's the weekend. You need a little bit of rest as well. So check the work that is on the website. Well done, those of you for sticking in with it. I'm going to pause this, end this now. The quiz is now on the Year 3 Google Classroom page. So what you need to do, go to Google Classroom, log yourself in, and you can go and find that quiz. I want to make sure that we have more than 20 people. There's 60 of you in the room now, so we could have 60 people answering the quiz. Why don't you all go and do the quiz? I know the lag is really bad. We're going to sort it out. Who has got a question for me? If you have a question, stay here, ask me the question. If you want to go and do the quiz now. Goodbye. Have a lovely weekend. Well done for another solid week of work. Get yourself onto the class page. Work out what your work is today. Go on to Google Classroom to register. Bye-bye, Ishmael. Bye, everybody. Yeah, you can go now. Well, Hamira, don't forget you're coming back on at 11 o'clock, Hamira, yeah, for our meeting on Google Classroom. But you can leave now, but make sure you're back on at 11 o'clock, Hamira. Yeah, I will have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day too. That's really nice. Any questions for me before I go? Sultan, could you please put a video on class page to know more about this lesson? I'm not sure what you mean, Sultan. Can you explain what your question is there? In 3P classroom, there's no quiz. It's not in the 3P classroom, Ridwan. That's why it's in the Year 3 classroom. It's in the Year 3 classroom. I've not put it in the 3P one. You have to be in the Year 3 classroom. Bye, Mr. Jordan. Yeah, goodbye. I am the king, huh? Sure. Bye, everyone. Sultan, what was that question you were asking me? If you could please put some video on class page to know more about this lesson. Which lesson do you mean, Sultan? You need to explain that to me. I'm still here, so just ask me. Type it in. Mr. Jordan, how do we do it? How do you do what? Muna. The quiz is on the Year 3 page. So hold on. There's some of you not in the Year 3. If some of you are not in the Year 3 page, hang on 1 second, and I'll get you the code to join it right now. I think the code is also on, not the Year 3, the Year 3 Google Classroom page is where the quiz is. It's in the Year 3 Google Classroom. So look, I'm going to copy, this is the Year 3 Google Classroom link. I'm going to copy it in now. Oh no, that can't be the right one, can it? Maybe it's that. See what happens when you click that link. Let me know if it works. Pin message. Sultan, today's maths. Right, hold on, let me check. There's a link up here. Your granddad is the king of Sudan. Right. Open a new tab. So click on there. So that link I've sent you should hopefully get you into the Year 3 classroom. So click on that and make sure you're logged on. Bye, everybody. Just waiting to see if anyone's got any more questions. When I join Oxford Reading Buddy, it says error. Have you just done it just now and it said that? What I'd really like you to do, Rainbow, if you could you screen grab it or tell me exactly what the error says? Sometimes you just need to refresh the page over and over again. When I join Oxford Reading Buddy, it says error. Sultan, still let me know what your question was. Samuel, he means the live lessons. Everyone in Year 3 can join the Year 3 Google Classroom page. Yes, you can. I put a link at the top. I'm hoping that that link up there now works. So go and click that. Yeah, take care, everybody. Sultan, maths, please. Sultan, what do you mean? Maths, please. Do you mean the maths work for today? What you need to do is go onto the class page and have a look at what the maths work is. Let me have a little look, Sultan. Let me have a look now so I can see what you're looking at. Year 3, I didn't put the work on today, but I know it'll be fantastic. Maths 0102, Friday the 5th. We are continuing our White Rose unit on length. Sultan, there's a video on the maths right now. There is a video right there, okay? So if you click on, it's already been put on by the teacher, okay? See you at 11 o'clock, Kamara. Looking forward to that. Hibba, you're the queen, are you? Good. Jamila, finally you answered. Not sure what I answered. Mrs. Green, thank you so much. You've tried it. The link gets you there. Mrs. Green is on. So get onto the link. Yeah, you can go. Absolutely. I'm only hanging here for people who've got questions. At 11 o'clock, don't forget, we have got the 3J meetup that is already on the Google Class page. You just click the link at 11 o'clock. If you have been called this morning by me or your parents have a text, that's who I want in there. The code, what you need to do, Schwabe, is click the link is at the top. I've pinned it up here. So could you click on the link so you can find the quiz? Sultan says maths video. The maths video is on the class page, Sultan. Have you gone on, had a look? Year 3, go to this week. The video is there, please. So go and check that, please. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Lovely to see everybody. Well done. We've got over 60 people today, which is good. Bye. But don't forget, we don't spam. We just write it once. I'm going to leave now because I can't see any more questions. Amana, only write it once. Okay, remember that's our etiquette, that's our rule. You wouldn't just go up to someone and keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, would you? Please subscribe. Yeah, if we could get over 1,000 subscribers, it would really help. Okay, guys, I'm off. Any more questions? Oh, you've got a question? Come on then, what is it? I'm here. Don't forget, you can always ask teachers any questions on Google Classrooms. We are always there. The second you ask it, it pops up on my phone. So for example, I can see, ooh, interestingly, already people have answered the quiz. Yeah, people have already answered the quiz. It's popping up on my phone as we see it. I can see it's happening. What's your question? Yeah, you can leave now, Jamila. Thank you so much. Sultan, you like maths? Good, I like maths too. It's such a fantastic subject, isn't it? There's loads of videos, Sultan. Also, if you want to yourself, have a little look on YouTube. There's a year 3 maths page. And there's all sorts of resources for you to have a little look at. Mariam, what's your question? I'll hang on for a little bit longer, but then I'm going to go and join my kids in our little classroom. Ooh, look at all these people who've answered, yeah? Shwaib's been answered, Abdi Saeed has been answering, doing the quiz already. Prizes, don't forget, for the top winners. I'm going to be handing out those sweeties later on today. Can't wait. Yes, which you work today, Sultan? Which you work today? If you go onto the year 3 class page, Sultan, have a little look in the maths section. You'll see there's a video and there's a task. Mariam, have you got a question? Because I'm going to go now. Bye, Rita. Lovely to see you. Bye, Issa, Epic Gamer. All right, I'm off. Ava, no worries. Ava, see you at 11 o'clock. Yes, make sure you're on that extra lesson, please. I'm going to go now. If you've got questions, just ask it onto Google Classroom. Thank you so much, everybody. Can't wait to see you on Monday, 10 o'clock.